What is going on? I'm going to be talking a little bit about linear chunking. That's what I've entitled it. Now, this isn't something that I came up with or that's an original idea as far as the concept. If you want to dig more into this, the guy you need to check out is Gary Shafee. He has an excellent number of books in the Pattern series, and they dig into this idea of being able to take stickings and combine them with other stickings and then rearrange them. That's basically what we're going to be talking about, and we have this bass fill to kind of go from. So I'm going to teach you the drum fill first, okay? If you want the sheet music for this, the link is below this in the video comments, and you can grab that and download it if you want. So if you're on my email list and you've already gotten that. So let's check this out. This is going to be a sextuplet drum fill, okay? And so that's going to be 6 notes per quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So what we're going to do is, if I average that out, 4 times 6, which if we're in 4/4 means we have 24 notes to deal with. So there's several things that can be divisible by 24. 8 is one of them. The number 8 goes into 24 3 times, okay? Now I can break that up into 2 different stickings. So the stickings we're dealing with, all you need to understand to be able to play this is kick, right, left, and then kick, right, left. Those are our 2 stickings. If I play those back to back, this is what the 5-note sticking sounds like. And this is the 3-note sticking. That's what many people would consider Bonham Triplets, right? John Bonham was famous for playing triplets that way. Steve Gadd plays triplets that way. So we can take those 2 stickings, though, and we can begin to go, okay, cool, so there's 5 and 3, and that makes 8. So as long as I have 3 3-note stickings and 3 5-note stickings, I will equal a bar of sextuplets. So let's rearrange this in a way that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go 5, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. Okay, so here's the skeleton of that. So instead of thinking, okay, what are the first 6 notes? What are the second 6 notes? I'm dividing this into 5, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. That's what I'm thinking about in my head. And if I play that, as long as there's 3 5s and 3 3s, there's going to be 24 notes, which means it's a bar in 4/4 time of sextuplets. Now, that's boring if we do that, right? If we're playing a groove. I mean, sure, it's a linear type deal, it's whatever, right? But let's take this and place it around the drum kit. And what I like to do is I like to apply each 5-note sticking and each 3-note sticking to a certain way that I'm going to play it. So how will I play this? The first 5-note sticking, I'm going to put an accent on the first right hand, and it's going to go kick, right hand on the hi-hat, left hand on the snare drum, left hand on the snare drum, left hand on the hi-hat. Okay? Be sure and bring out that accent. So the first 5-note sticking. Then we have the second 5-note sticking. So the second 5-note sticking, since I'm already here on my snare, I think I'll do something there. I'm going to go kick, right accent, left accent, okay? So it's going to go kick, right on the snare accent, left on the hi-hat accent, right, left on the snare drum. So those 2 stickings together. Now, that's 5, 5. Well, we need 3 3s and 1 more 5 to make sextuplets. So then I'm going to do something pretty simple. I'm going to do 2, every time I play the 3-note sticking, I'm going to accent the hands, right? And so I'm going to go kick, right, left on the snare, kick, right, left on the high tom. That's going to be my first 2 3-note stickings. So if I go very slowly, here's what I have so far. Messed up that last one. Okay, so that's going to be my rules for the first 2 note stickings and the first two 5-note stickings and the first 2 3-note stickings. Okay, now moving on, I have another 5-note sticking that I need to use, and so when I go to use that, I'm going to play an accent on the first right, an accent on both the right hands. So it's going to go kick, right accent, left unaccented, right accent on the high tom, left unaccented. And then the last one is going to come on the and of 4. It's going to go kick, right, left on the floor tom. So all together very slowly. So that's going to be my drum fill, right? You saw that on the intro of this video, and that would be a drum fill. But I don't want to leave you there, because when I was coming up, I didn't just learn fills. That wasn't how I learned, and a lot of the internet, that's how they teach things, is they teach drum fills. I don't want to just teach you drum fills. I want to teach you drum concepts. And so if we take this concept and we begin to move it around a little bit, you'll find that you have a lot of options. So as long as I have 3 5s and 3 3s, we can do what's called linear chunking, okay? And so I can take those and rearrange them any way I want to, and I can rearrange them 5 5 5 3 3 3. That would be this. When you start to rearrange these, you have to stop and go, oh, cool, so that goes there. But you're familiar with the chunks. You could do 3 3 3 5 5 5. And that would be the end of it, right? So you could do a 5 3 5 5 3 3, right? But what I like to do is I like to have each one of the 5s segmented into, this is how I'm going to play that 5 every time I come across it. This is how I'm going to play that 3 every time I come across it. And so this is something called linear chunking. Again, this is not something I invented. You need to go check out Gary Shafee. He does an incredible job. Was really the first one to kind of come out and teach this stuff. And so check out his pattern series. But this is a way that you can take a couple of chunks of linear patterns and rearrange them to make different ideas. So the base idea, and if you have the sheet music, again, if you don't have that, you can follow the link below and grab that. I'll send that to you in your email. If you're on the email list, you've already got that. My email list gets like exclusive content. They get like my favorite drum things from the week, podcast playlists. I make them playlists all the time, as well as sheet music to all the lessons that I send out. So if you want to grab that stuff, that link's below. But what I do is I simply, the base fill for this is 5 5 3 3 5 3. And then I designate, I'm going to play this 5 this way, this 5 this way, this 3 this way, this 3 this way. And then every time I come to it, even if I rearrange it, I know, okay, cool, I'm going to play them that same way. And then eventually, once you've done that enough, you get to where you can improvise and it becomes a whole new story at that point. All right, so I just wanted to kind of let you in on this idea of linear chunking if you've never done it. If you have done it, then here's 2 stickings that you can utilize and stick in there as well. If you know another 5-note sticking or another 3-note sticking, like right, left, left, Swiss Army triplets, those are 3-note stickings, then you can plug those in there instead of just using these stickings. Don't just use what I give you. Try to create. Try to use these things to create. Hopefully that'll help you bust through some drumming walls that you've got. If this helped you, hit that thumbs up button or share it with somebody else you think it might help. No matter what you do, I'll see you here in the next lesson.